The car is packed. Bike's in there. Stuff's in all through here. Got some stuff in there. Some stuff. Got some towels. It's gonna be a wet race. So we're ready for it. Yeah, it's gonna be a wet race. So we're gonna make sure we've got towels and you've got jackets and all that good stuff. Even got a mud guard as well. Just in case it's really bad. So I was just doing a U in my driveway.
This is the break, or one of the breakaways I went into for the state championships. It obviously was not very successful because we all got brought in pretty quickly. And to be honest, the only reason I really went for those breakaways was just so I could stay warm. Sitting in the peloton was so cold. Sitting in the wheels was it just got me to freeze. I'm not pumping as much watts, which is really good because I can save energy. But because I'm not pumping as hard, I'm not staying I'm not using as much energy, and I'm not really keeping warm. And all this spray that comes from people's wheels, all that cold water just going onto your body, cools you down even faster. And so getting in those breakaways, I'll just roll off the front, and when the pace slowed down, and just end up finding myself in a couple of hundred meters up the road. Didn't last very long because the main group, I'm not sure if you could call it a peloton at this stage, I think it is still a peloton at this stage, would sort of, do good rolling turns off and on. When it felt like it suited them, they would all work and do some rolling turns. It was a very unmotivated bunch to really get things going. People just wanted to just finish the race, I think. Wanted to get it over and done with as fast as possible because it is 5 or 6 degrees. It is hailing. It did hail a lot, so that was not fun. That was not fun at all. And these red lights, I'm not sure how how sort of prominent it is for you viewers. When we're racing, you don't really see them that much. You don't really pay attention to the red light in front of you. But it seems like the lens and the water spraying onto it really makes these lights really highlighted and prominent in the frame. You can't take your eyes off them. Bloody water on the lens. But it is raining so much that the water just goes onto it and comes off, goes on it, comes off, which is really quite helpful for showing you what happened. Wish it was like that for my glasses. I could barely see most of the time. I was just going by feel of how close I was to the wheel and trying not to look down at the wheel in front of me a lot of the times, just trying to keep my head up and look a couple of meters ahead of the riders, just so I don't get into a bit of trouble. And here's some of the rolling turns action I was talking about before. And sometimes we did it, sometimes we didn't. A bit off and on. When you're doing rolling turns and the first person just stops rolling, okay, he's having a break. And then because one's not rolling, the second one feels, if he's not rolling, why should I roll? And the third one, two people aren't rolling, I'm just going to sit behind them, maybe they won't notice that I'm not going through. And then, of course, fourth one, fifth one, sixth one, eventually, people just stop, because why should I carry you to the finish line if you're not going to do any work? So it all unravels with one rider that doesn't want to pull through, and it all unravels. The whole thing comes down. It's like Jenga. As soon as you want to take one piece out, the whole thing can fall. That's what happens. Exactly the same thing with rolling turns. And we're sort of just scandal on here. This is just sort of a montage that I've had of footage just rolling through again. I can't remember how far along we are into this race, but as you can see, people have starting to just fall off. It is very cold. I very much underestimated how cold it would be, especially with the leg warmers. I really felt like I didn't need them. I felt like I was just going to overheat. But on that day, I wasn't never going to overheat. 9 degrees is the max temperature, and it bounced around 5 and 6.
It's always good to start the day with the brew. I don't always get a lot of these, but it's funny. Yeah, Connor's always giving us the good shots. How good is that? So one of the things that was really challenging yesterday, especially, getting all the footage for, the All About the Bike episode, my hair's a mess, All About the Bike episode, was that because the weather was just so shit that, we couldn't really get the cameras out to start filming people and interviewing people and talking to them, just because everyone's cold, everyone's miserable, everyone's wet. The camera gear is wet, everything's just soaking wet. So it's kind of hard to go smash a camera in someone's face when they're just like I was yesterday. As I finished, it was a hailstorm. I was just drenched. Everything was wet. Couldn't get my Velotoes off. It took me like half an hour to warm my fingers up, because they were cold from kilometer 5. They were frozen. I couldn't even hit the brakes, so it kind of sucked. I couldn't really see anything. So that's why I guess that we're having this today. So it was proper funny yesterday because I didn't realise I was on the podium at the end of the race. I thought, I've been dropped, everyone's up ahead of me now, and I'll come, maybe if I'm lucky, top 10. I was really gunning for at least a top 10. But, as things turned out, I rolled in third. So that was good. But the bad thing was, because I finished, my kit was going to be wet anyway. We all knew that. But because when I finished just as there was another hailstorm, which is really painful as well. I mean, those, who knew that, little bits of ice could hurt so bad? Who knew? I didn't. So, washed the kit straight away, and hopefully, it's still a little bit dirty. It's the end of the day. Time for bed. I'll see you all tomorrow. Going for a training ride. Hopefully I'll actually be able to go, but as you can hear, it's a bit raining outside. By the time you see this tomorrow morning, you'll hopefully check in the channel later on the day and find that there's an All About the Bike episode to watch, where I, dive in a little bit deeper into what happened on the weekend. So, see you then. Oh yeah, and don't forget to enjoy the little food porn that I made for you at the end. It's pretty good.
La 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 la. Oh. Tomato sauce, lettuce, meat, cheese, tomato, cucumber, bacon, beetroot, onion in buns. Yum.